Hello and welcome once again to Sunless Seas with Zinthar. Stukka will be along shortly. He's just grabbing some food and the like, and then he will join us for our, perhaps, hopefully, if everything goes correctly, last set of this game, and we'll move on to Sunless Skies. As I bring you all on over to the loading screen. Last time, we finished all of the not the voracious diplomat, that's who's on the screen at the moment, all the adventurer's desire. So he has many things. Hey Frag, how's it going? Oh, getting the drones out. Hello, von Falkenstein and Zira von Bromelstein. Good to see you again. Let me volumize here. It's too quiet otherwise. There we go. Now we got the good background music happening. All right. So, adventurer has things we need. Well, we'll come back to that once we have some money. Because we also need some more money to go get dread surmises. Which is one thing that we need to get so that we can get a... That's a good point, Hidden Boss. The beginning is the end is never. Never is the end. Ah yes, we need to go to Hideaway as well. We'll do that quickly before we really get kicked off. Do I have no pork reports to turn in? We have 6 Searing Enigmas and I need 10 for a Dread Surmise. That we will finish. I also need to go take all of this lovely stuff that I have here to the Principles of Coral. I am quite low on fuel, so I think our first order of business is to fuel up. Yeah, that's fair enough, Frag, I get that. I enjoy this game for the most part, but it does sometimes drag on a little bit. We'll buy up to 20 fuel and 15 supplies, I believe. Can sell off the things we don't need. We don't need the zoop. Don't need the soulless fruit. Don't need the spider silk or the parabola linen. It's a bit better. Should leave us with a good amount of stuff in our hold. Double bone dice. Yes, I believe so. Let's make our run to the Principles of Coral first. Up here at Port Cecil. So we'll head off and do that. It's just me at the moment. Stukka is on his way. He's just grabbing some food. He'll be here soon, so... We will start off as just me, but we will be joined quite quickly. So we'll take this opportunity to clear a few of the background quests that I've been meaning to get done. And maybe sell some sunlight somewhere. Yeah, I haven't played RimWorld since the new update came out. I've been meaning to, I just haven't gotten to it. One of those things, I guess. I find RimWorld you need some mods. It's not a imperfect game with some of the things that can happen, so I like to have the occasional mod to make my life a bit better. And even then, it does drag on somewhat. Especially when you get to the mid-game, I find. I apologize for starting a little bit later today as well. They decided to dig up my road to fix my internet. Which didn't appear to fix it too much. That is up rather late there, Frag. Yeah, it is the problem with a lot of those survival games where it's just a bit odd. They tend to stutter around the mid-game for most of them. Oh, a consignment of Scintillac for a strange cat. I won't find a better deal. That's where most of the challenge comes from in survival games, or a lot of games anyway, is when everything's fresh and new and scary, and then it sort of degrades into more of the same. Free dead pirate, I'll take that, thank you very much. Good day, sir, and good night. We'll take our parabola linen and we will leave. Ah yes, the old will have the entire BPL in the game. It's quite fun. For about 10 minutes, but it certainly does burn out the CPU quite quickly. So yes, we shall take all of this. Actually, we should stop at Khan's Shadow. Pick up just a little bit of fuel. It's always beneficial to have that. Hello, Couts 2, good to see you. We all have our vices and failings. It's just some have them put into games and none put on display for everyone else to see. Just don't worry about it. Shops, we'll pick up some fuel, back up to 20. We can sell some of our... Oh, I've got a captivating treasure, that's quite nice. Yes, very good. Should have quite a lot of... Yeah, well, quite a lot of capacity left on that. Yes, the doomed monster hunters. I do not wish to fight you, Trimaram. Nor you, Carnate Sub. I am busy and there are things that must be done. Ambushed by an eel. How unfortunate. Ah well. Failed in that chance encounter. Let's see. That's what it needs last, the ambiguous eolith. The great chain of being is rigid, but the shapelings know its weak places. This is for I have sent my emissary. He knows this is one of his. Thank you. I'll be much less, and I will sleep forever. The silvery light fills a sea cave dripping the walls. It condenses in pools of whitish fluid on the uneven floor. Sea sound fills the cave, strong and slow, like the long beating of a heart. On a square slab of coral, someone has set up a game of chess. The pieces are different from the one used in London. You see a spiraling bishops, the corner roots, the kin, and the terrible cream. As you touch each one, a deep voice whispers its name. Squeeze through the crack, away from the fading, pleading voice. I think we're done with this for the moment. Ooh. It's the little things, the click of a sliding stone where there should be silence, a motion in the shadows, as if there were thick, stirred like ink, a lull in the cries of the Z-bats. Something is watching you, drawing closer hour by hour. You and your crew draw back to back, watching the darkness. Retreat, or we can wait, watch, and end it. It has stealth, but you have rifles. All you need is a clear shot, and you'll earn yourself a trophy. An end to it. Deep silence, a faint scrape like boot leather on stone. The woman on your left levels her rifle and fires, and your crew joins her. The fusillade almost drowns out the hoarse screeching of the creature in the shadows. When you drag it into the light, its oily flesh is already beginning to dissolve. Perhaps the light is hastening it. Whatever it was, it had many-jointed leathery limbs, eyes like a bunch of grapes, a folding assembly of mandibles. It stinks of vinegar and mold. You fling a tarpaulin over it and bundle it into the darkest part of the hold. Perhaps someone will want it. Interesting. We'll gather the intelligence. Well, they have some fuel. We'll buy that and a few supplies. Off to Hideaway, I believe. Shouldn't be too far away. Yes, not far at all. Hot drink. Hello, Stukka. Nope, you're coming in a little bit garbled.
Well, I mean, that's the mission.
Yes.
Am I quiet or?
No, I was just trying to sync up the rates, I believe. I think it's good now.
Nice, Frag.
Thank you very much, Frag. Hopefully everyone can hear you again, because last time I was talking to myself like a madman.
Some things never change.
Sometimes I'm just a madman.
Aren't we all, though?
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, why not? We actually do need to visit the Gant Pole, I believe. Let us submerge the ship. Good advice, Frag. Always bring guns. Baron of Derbyshire, hello. Good to see you.
Good morning, Baron. Have a good rest, Frag.
Yeah, let's assist the fading haruspecs. A few pointed jabs with one of the old sailor's own harpoons keeps the mods at bay. Sever the flesh, he whispers. Let the entrails form my path. Somewhere in the blood and guts and blubber, a pattern emerges. She closes her eyes. There shall be a new horizon. All shall know it, but the king's city will witness it first. We shall compile a port report. We'll also cut some flesh for the Shillinate. Nice barrel of rancid flesh for them. They seem to enjoy it.
Gotta get their kick some way.
Oh, well, that's exactly it. I'm not one to judge. Some eat rancid flesh, some sail the Unterzee and meet all sorts in the dark.
That's a lot of ammo for muzzle flashlights.
The Lithuth. Gets us a nice 200 echo. But at the moment, we're currently on our way to Hideaway to deliver this letter, gather some more funds, and possibly divulge ourselves of sunlight to the Isle of Cats. Divulge,
Sounds
divest.
good.
One of the two words. If we happen
Morning,
to come
Macy's.
across... Oh, hey, Maze. If we happen to come across any eaters of names, we would be happy to take them out and take their figurehead. They tend to have nice things.
Is that the milkworm barge?
Yes, that's the one.
Ah, yes.
Oop, almost crashed into Hideaway. Ooh, a sea mine. Let's try not to crash into it.
Oh, come on. They're mostly harmless. We've bumped into them before and not get blown to smithereens.
Through extreme levels of luck, I can assure you.
Oh, come on. It's just like one of those sailors games, like where you have the knife in your hand on the table.
That's exactly it. Present the farewell letter to the sprightly visionary. Sprightly visionary tears open the letter, scanning it quickly, then reading it again more closely. His emotions are guarded, but his fingers gently trace the ascot around his neck. In response, the visionary writes, "Tell Lorenzo he is dismissed from his service." Hesitantly, he gives the salute of a Khaganate commander before rushing off to busy himself in other work. Ah, well, we can see what kind of memento, but we'll drop off the impolite investigator first. The impolite investigator grins as he disembarks. As soon as he exits your ship, he spots a small ancient man, the sprightly visionary. The investigator rushes over to him and shakes his hand while unleashing a barrage of questions. What is your name? Reason for exile? How's the food? The visionary writes a message in the notebook chained to his wrist. He presents it to you both. Welcome. Sorry, must run. You need to register yourself. Go straight ahead. Advice, no questions. Befriend Tim Tum. Good day. Oh, let's see here. She touches her lips and tilts her head back. Her fingers travel down her throat to her belly, which she pats. That'll be the trade. Goods for food. She passes you a dried blade of kelp. A musical score is written on it. You hum the tune. It isn't the melody of those mushroom hawkers would whistle. Yes, the one banned by the Ministry of Public Decency, after most of the hawkers were arrested in Port Carnelian for attempting to restore the fungal forest through political bloodshed. How curious. Well, we must be on our way, I'm afraid. Oop, wrong button. Now the idea is to sell it to the cat peoples. Even if it does cost a pretty penny, they usually give me more than a mirror catch box for it. Even if it does lose me a chunk. We did lose a crew, but we gained 10 supplies. We'll make a pork report, and we shall be on our way. We might even stop at Polythrum and pick up some claymen bound for London. We have the cargo space for it. Time to murder a crab.
You've got 10 minutes for the prediction, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. You're supposed to die on that last volley. Oh, how did you survive?
Plot armor.
Yeah, must have been. We'll butcher it. Yes, there's something in there, so red and shining, like a murdered ruby. Never speak of it. Well, that got us a secret. Yes, Yuri, it's about persistence in this game and learning from your mistakes. If you can do that, you can succeed quite easily. Or you can end up like me and die to bats. More than once.
There's plenty of other things we've died to, not just bats.
It's always the bats.
The bats that get you.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking you safe, just limping home. Bam, out of nowhere bats.
Yep, that's exactly it. Well, we have enough fuel. Suppose we'll stop off at Polythrim, like I said, but then we'll go to Dahut to pick up some nice cheap fuel, because they always have that. Ah, the Griglak build. Truly the king of builds.
We so far have no takers on us dying. Just 9,520 goops as we make it.
Everyone has far too much faith in me. We'll gather the intelligence, carry the claymen for London. We can turn that watchful idol into a wakeful curio. May as well. They sell better. I think we're pretty good here. We get 600 echoes for that Judgment's egg. But I think we will wait. Nope, I break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dang it, I wanted to go to Dahut for some cheapo fuel. Up, 4.8k says I die.
Yeah. I may have something to do with that. You may have to close this vault.
It's all good. Hello, Dahut. We shall assemble the port. We'll bring them some news of London. Careful though. The drownies make you welcome. They do not attack here. They do not even move quickly. They drift and sing and sometimes dance. We can sell them some linen, may as well. I have no use for it. Let us be on our way. We hear those voices that will not be drowned. This is the sea of voices. We are close to Polythroom, where nothing is truly dead. We've almost reached the 1900s. Well, I'll skip Guider's Mourn. I don't need to go there. They're a rip-off.
We used to think they had the best deals.
Fools we were. Fools. Oh, a pirate frigate. Ripe for the ambushing. Easily done. 2 supplies, 2 fuel, and some more fuel. Wonderful. We may even pick up a nice shipment of red honey since we'll be down this way. We're a little bit full, but that's okay. I could acquire some more coffee since I'm down this way as well, and try and sell that. Hello, inevitable geometry. Summon thy orphans indeed. Bring out your unwanted, your wastefuls, your mistakes.
Oh no, they don't need their luggage. Just send them on the plank.
That adds extra weight and costs you extra. You don't want to pay extra, do you? Oh, thank you very much, Inevitable Geometry, for that tier 1 sub. Gather some supplies. We'll meet our contact here as well. Port report.
Not only were we dumping it off the side, we're opening it and dumping it out and then yeeting the package.
Exactly. It's going straight into the stews. I feel like I have what I need. Stygian ivory. Maybe I don't have what I need. We'll find out. For the cigar.
Oh boy, underwater smokes. Just gotta get you an underwater welder and you'll be alright. Smoke anywhere.
Like I appear to be drowning. Never fear, I have an underwater cigarette. This just raises additional questions, Captain. I said, don't worry about it.
This will give me the quick rush of carbon dioxide I need.
It's a kind of air, don't worry about it. Where are we? There we go. Let's see. Still need that romantic literature, but that's okay. He weighs an eelith in his hand before tossing it into the air. Dense, sturdy, he catches and licks the stone. And well flavored. Perfect. These will make fine tools. I'll get to work immediately. He turns and strides up the stairs to his workshop, hammer striking ring through the floorboards above. Well, we've got another one, helping prepare the robust labor. We can easily do that. A thumping resounds from the workshop above. We need to open that crate, the crotchety tobacconist says. The clay man's already in chains, but we need him on the workbench. I hope you're ready. The crotchety tobacconist and his apprentice stand by with chains as you pry open the crate. An unfinished clayman glares at you from within and growls as you begin removing planks. Once you've opened it halfway, he roars and hurls his weight forward. The wood splinters, the box breaks, and you sidestep his charge, letting him run directly into the workbench. From there, it's easy to bind him to the table with heavy chains. Well dodged, Captain. Reminds me of when I was a young and spry. His apprentice stifles a giggle. Now we must harvest the robust flavor. A chisel rests on the glass counter. The crotchety tobacconist smiles. We have the tools and the clay man readied, Captain, shall we? The unfinished clay man struggles futilely against his bonds. He shouts threats he cannot fulfill. We will require both powder and shavings, the crotchety tobacconist says. He should provide everything we need for a truly robust flavor. I'll do anything for a smoke. Shatter him.
Give him the smash.
You take up the hammer and chisel, crack the clay man where the tobacconist has marked. You work in a miasma of bitter dust and floral cigar smoke. At first, the clay man's shouts drown out the tap of the hammer. Soon, only the hammer rings out. The crotchety tobacconist grabs a fistful of clay shavings from the shattered left arm. He rubs the clay into a fine powder, sniffs it, and beams. Oh, this is it exactly. Robust, but with a fierce bite to it. This'll get into your blood. Yeah, clay that gets into your blood. Okay. Thank you, Captain. This is magnificent. Cultivating a robust flavor, the taste of fecund earth. Bitter, luscious, robust. So the last thing we need is 3 times romantic literature. Not government-sanctioned literature, though.
No, it's got to be too racy for wider distribution.
Indeed. Something to get the blood going. Penny dreadfuls, I believe, is the commonly accepted term there in inevitable geometry, but yes, smut. But only the finest of smut.
Yeah, we're not talking about industrial grade here. We're talking like at least middle class.
Yes.
Oh God, no, not Tumblr. Jesus.
It's too far. Too far. Go back. Port report. Now we lost our sunlight-filled mirror catch box, but we gained 500 echoes. A fair trade, really. How much do we need? 600 echoes for a shipment of red honey? That should be fine.
He wants smut, not degeneracy.
Exactly.
And that's why we're not making the erotic literature about Zinthar number 5. That's degeneracy.
Yes, that would immediately be banned in every port I've visited. Not least of which because it would out certain noble figures in the community.
Perish the thought. What a scandal.
Let's pick up some coffee for the surface dwellers. See if we can make another good profit off that. Poor Zinthar number 1. He saw so much.
Had a good run too. Oh Lord, imagine Zinthar number 5's actual diary.
I don't know if it'd just be a black book full of addresses.
Star ratings.
What do you need, my spies? Oh, we have a judgment egg. Yes, I think that's a good use of that judgment egg. The network needs something to prosper. What is it? The Khanate unofficial representative in Port Carnelian does not speak of his religion. According to this report, though, he reveres Judgment's eggs. They sell them from reluctantly in Irem and the Iron Republic. The gods of the gods. You show him the egg, and not even a lifetime of lies can conceal his desire. He values his faith above his Khan. You squeeze him dry, extracting secrets the white and golds have killed to keep. When you leave him, you advise him to look after his new egg. The Dawn machine is searching for them.
Oh no.
Yeah, let's pan for some sapphires. Oh, we got one.
Yeast.
Well, we can decide Port Carnelian's fate as well. We may as well. Once I
Oh
have
boy.
some vital intelligence. Which is easy enough to get, actually, because I have... Where is it? I have memory, I swear. There they are. Strategic information, 2 of them. Now I have vital intelligence.
Brilliant.
Secure British sovereignty in the colony. Drive out the Khan's agents and arrange to secure the colony's British allegiance. You strike at midnight. A dozen spies, attachés, and merchants who have sold their loyalties to the Khan meet quiet but definite ends. Over the next week, Khanate ships that prowled the coast disappear. There is some speculation about this in the letters page of the Carnelian Clarion. No one guessing the truth beneath the waves, and the gulping Pelican death slides the irrepressible. The Admiralty's vehemently denied experimental submarine. Let the Khan keep sending his ships. They never see what kills them. I got a mountain shirt from that.
That's rad.
The side of the mountain of light, who is the god called stone. I have the aspect of stone.
It is holy. Treat it accordingly.
I wonder. There is one place in the Untersea where it is considered most holy, in Frostfound,
Mm.
but I don't know. We could also just, sell it as a treasure, but we shall see. We shall see.
I don't know. I bet Stone would be pretty pissed.
Hmm. He's still mad at me. I believe I've still hold his curse. Journal. Where is the thingy? Nope. Maybe I don't have Stone's curse anymore. Oh, he still needs a fluke core. That's why he hasn't been ended yet. I need to kill a fluke. Well, we can do that at any point.
Zorg be praised, Tamu.
Indeed, praise Zorg. Oh, the
Oh,
goddamn
all right.
coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we are.
Water break.
Oh, water break. Lovely.
Thanks, Tamu.
Thank you very much. Let's see. Let's buy
Fuck ton of coffee.
fuck ton of coffee. Oh, they do. No, they let us sell romantic literature here. They don't let us buy it.
There's gotta be a place you can just buy it.
Oh, I'm sure there is. I just don't remember where it was. It's fair enough, Atamu. I don't have a coffee handy either. I'd have to get up and make one. Make our way to the Iron Republic for some cheap fuel. I could stop by the Grand Geode, but there's nothing there I need right now. I'm just trying to get all the money I can for a whole bunch of for a dread surmise. Then I can take that to the Grand Geode. Ah, good old Van Horn Harbor. The cheapest fuel in the Untersea. We'll see what they have at the island, the Gesundheit Conspiracy.
Bless you.
Oh, a captivating treasure. That's not very good. But we could buy firkins of prisoner honey. Don't really need it. But they do let us buy supplies now. Well, we have more than enough stuff. That'll get us a lot of money when we go back to London anyway.
Hell yeah.
Should be a pretty amount of... I'm not going to get a port report from the Iron Republic because it can be a little bit tricky. Might end up costing me pages, so we will skip that one and head straight on to the Cumian Canal.
Yeah, I can't have that. We need all the pages we can get.
Yes, it's one of my worst stats. Which is still better than my hearts, thanks to a certain ritual I partook in.
Are Lornflukes, they're underwater, right?
Lawnflukes are usually much farther to the east.
On surface?
No. Oh, yeah, sorry, on the surface.
Okay.
We can fight Dawnflukes here. But that's dangerous as well. They're a bit more... what's the word I'm looking for? Difficult to deal with than your standard Lawnfluke. I need 22 fuel. Ugh, I keep forgetting. Dang it. I only need
short of.
yeah. I only need 2 supplies though, so I can dump some supplies. Where are we? Hold shops. There we go, much better. Off to Napoli we go. We'll buy a train ticket to Vienna. We have 12 sacks of coffee. That gives us 960 echoes.
Ooh, yeah.
It's pretty good. We may as well buy 10 fuel. We only got 200 echoes for that. That's a shame.
You only lost 3 crew.
Yeah. We'll purchase one more. I can never remember how much it is to go back to Avernus. Yep, that's fine. Off we go. We'll just buy a little bit of fuel, just enough to get us back to London. I hope that's enough. Should be enough. We'll just turn out that light to be sure, because we lost all of our terror there.
Oh, it's not that far. You got it.
Yeah. After we deliver this shipment of red honey, all of this scintillac, our clay men to London, we should have more than enough to pick up the dread surmises we need. Crab, you really don't want to do this, friend. Oh, we can use a mountain sherd to summon Mount Nomad.
Oh. Well, shit.
Sure, let's do that. Let's not.
Well, I mean, we tried. We tested our metal against it. We just... The ship doesn't have the body to do it.
He just bodied us.
Yeah, he did. We did a pretty good tally on him, but... We needed, like, another... Like, 250 hull or something.
Yeah, maximum hull is the only way we're going to get him. Or to get that cursed monster hunter weapon. It does enough damage, but by gods is it expensive.
Back to London on 1.5 fuel from the canal's not too bad.
Yeah, pretty good. And we didn't even get anyone coming to knock on our door. Red honey shipment. 1,000 echoes for it.
Oh yeah.
We'll deliver our claymen for 120 echoes. We've barely taken any damage. Exchange. We'll sell off our... I don't think we need any of this at the moment. We can sell it all. Scintillak. Very good. Some of that. So we need the opposite of approved romantic literature.
Yeah. All that stuff is heterosexual sex in the missionary position. That's no good.
Exactly. No pictures or anything. Ah. Oh, she'll pay for unread logs. 30 echoes, very good.
London was not built on boring vanilla sex.
Indeed.
Victoria drove the kink engine right through the undersea.
It's 100 echoes for a wakeful idol.
Not bad for her.
Hmm.
Them?
It. Whatever it is.
God, who knows?
Yes. We do have a live specimen. I don't think I have any other use for a live specimen. Maybe we'll hold on to it for a moment. $20 echoes for those. I have 9 lamentable relics. I think I can make something out of those in my lodgings. Spend some time with our family. A child disappears under a blanket in fear. Haven't quite made them into a scion yet. Let's see. Create a shrine to stone. An anatomical cabinet. A serene aquarium. Increases my mirrors. I need more strange catches, though, for a whispering trophy case.
Oh, posture check.
Oh, yep. Hunched over.
Goblin mode broken.
I need a dread surmise for that. I don't think I need any of the others. They all equip to places, and I don't have many places to equip things on this ship anymore. Oh, I was supposed to go to the Isle of Empire of Hands, but I didn't. That's fine. It would appear that I can no longer talk to the Dark Speckled Admiral. Which
What?
means no more port reports.
Oh no.
That is quite disturbing. Because that was a valuable source of income.
You had a nice echo total for a second there.
A nice what?
An echo total. 6999.
Oh, nice.
Did you already ask about the Dark Speckled Emerald?
Yes. Man of principle, very straightforward, very traditional. I think he's rather courageous of him to expect the Navy to operate without outside assistance, and he has excellent taste in both change of music and wine. Yeah. But I cannot find him anymore. He's no longer an option. Interesting. Well, there is a place in Low Barnet I can trade port report still.
Would you mind redeeming the poll?
Oh, yes, of course. Let me do that right now. Predictions, choose outcome. Home safe in London.
Thank you.
There we go. Oh, let's go and see Low Barnet, and we'll trade them for our pork reports then.
Hey.
I didn't know that if I made the Dawn machine succeed, I would be so heavily shot in the foot. Perhaps I need to go to the Grand Geo to trade my port reports now.
Oh. Maybe.
Yes.
Did we just throw all the way in with the sun?
We kind of did, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I am sun mad.
That's true.
See what that gives me. Z stories. Ugh, not even worth it. It is not even worth trying it. Gives me nothing of use. Well, I suppose I'll fuel up for a trip down to the Grand Geode. Oh, Hunter's Keep is burned as well, by the looks of that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I didn't want to hit that button. I just realized how desperately out of fuel I am. I'm not out of fuel yet. Don't need your assistance. Oh. I have nothing to hide. Yeah, he's definitely gone. There you go. Alright, off we go. 10 fuel should be enough to get us down to the Iron Republic again, where we can buy up a fuel load. I'm just going to check if I have to go to the Grand Geode to get these pork reports submitted, and if I don't, it's off. Straight for, Irem.
Fresh prediction.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Ah, it's up. Never mind. If you'd like, I could throw some of my goob at it.
Yeah, I'm a little destitute at the moment, so I can definitely close this one.
Yeah, certainly. 15,000 goob says that we don't make it.
Nah, 1750 says we don't make it. 7190 and climbing.
Nice.
7590.
This is where I like go up to get a drink or something and forget to pause the game, and I spend 20 minutes getting beaten up by an overall megalops and die.
No man, it's the bats.
Ah, yes, of course. It's always the bats that get me.
Bitch bats just sit there wailing on you. Meanwhile, me and Chad are screaming for you to come back.
I have like 100 Discord messages. Oh my god! We shall fuel up, Grand Geode, and then straight into Irem. Possibly
So
stopping off.
There's a name that we should probably save for when we actually get into Spess Trains.
Mm-hmm.
The Kink Engine.
Yes. It's a good one. But next week we have the Australian BPL member meetup. Should be a lot of fun.
Well, I hope you guys have a great time at Location Redacted.
Indeed. I hear Location Redacted has some really good food. Nah. Shops. Cheapest fuel underneath.
Star Railer's a pretty good name.
Let's see.
I'm gonna have to start compiling these names so we don't forget them.
Yes. There we go. More than enough. More than enough.
Yeah, Sunless Skies, the sequel to this game. Instead of mucking about on a boat in the Unterzee, you're in a steam-powered train that flies through space.
Yes, they fixed a lot of the problems people had with this game as well. It's a lot easier to advance, and the objectives are a lot clearer. You'd think these shining dreadnoughts would be fans of us by now. Oh, that sounds good. I hope the Orcs meetup goes well and is easy to plan.
Best of luck. I'm glad you guys are getting together. That's really cool.
Yes, I need 50 supplies, Figurehead the Eater of Names, and a Dread Surmise. But that still only lets me compile port reports, but I don't know who to sell them to anymore.
The Geo doesn't want them, apparently.
Very odd. Oh well, if I have no further use for them, I'll just stop collecting them then. See if I can go dig out a lawn fluke. Oh, actually, we should drop off into Pigmote Isle while we're on the way. See how they're going with their struggle.
Yeah, they're in the middle of a war for independence. Hopefully, we didn't set them down a path of get fuckeried.
Yes. They were quite resilient. They were a little bit uncivilized, but they were pretty okay.
You did give them a lot of support.
Yeah, we'll stop off at the salt lines. May as well. Pick over the corpses of those poor deconstructed things.
2 minutes left in the prediction. 11,816 says we make it home.
Oh,
20,000 says we don't.
it's bold claims.
Somebody's gonna be making some money. Loads of money.
Gotta love that money.
Whapping it there on the table. I'm so grateful to Killing Floor introducing me to that song.
Ah, yes. We'll gain some fuel and supplies, put a little bit of terror, and we'll compile a port report in case I ever find out who the hell wants them anymore.
Just like mechanically picking them up because we're just programmed that way.
I mean, it still gives you the option, so the theory is you can hand them in to someone.
Somebody's gotta want them somewhere, damn it.
Yeah. Ah, Jellyflow. Get out of here. Shoot. Shoot.
You flare, don't bother me.
Five seconds. And it's over.
It's over.
Ah, I sailed straight past Pigmote Island, dang it. It's alright, we can loop round.
Not too far away, though.
No, not really.
Oh boy, fingers crossed.
Oh no.
Fuck!
Pigmoat's fight for independence is lost. A viscous fog courses the remains of its civilization, turning any water it touches to black tar. The twitching bodies of rats and cavies line the streets. Black jackal masks nailed to their faces. A lingering smell of burned fur catches in your throat as you leave. As few pieces of Scintillac catch your eye as you return to the ship, you take them with you along the story of this place.
Don't go to bed. But we will drink that water, though. Water break.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Well, damn it.
You can search for the blue Scintillac. It may have survived the island's fall. Tiny glimmers mark where the rodent's treasure met its end. What pieces remain are too small to be worth collecting, even as souvenirs. Ah. It's the same every time, I'm
You
guessing.
found it already.
Well, I have another
Why?
piece. I don't want another one, but, you know, 'tis what it is.
Well, I mean, you'd make a pretty penny selling the other one, probably.
No, true. Let's see here. We'll just make Vikan's shadow, I believe. I was the worst hairless advisor. I should have told them to side with one instead of fighting them both.
I mean, there's got to be a way for them to win that independence.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I don't know what decisions I could have made differently. They always had a cost.
Yeah. I wonder if it's just like a luck of the draw kind of roll. Because we didn't try to fortify it as best we could.
I think it's because I left their civilization too low. But they had a lot of military might, but I thought that would have been enough to carry them through, but maybe not. Maybe I should have leaned a bit more heavily into one stat over another.
Well, there's always a next time.
Well,
Inevitable
exactly.
geometry thinks that, can we stick with me here? Slip them some sort of tactical nuclear weapon to maybe turn the tide.
I mean, if I had the option, I would have gladly given them the memento mori.
Absolutely.
Would have been like, here, use this, kill everything.
Put it in a casemate on your, on the docks. Nobody ever come fuck with you again.
Yeah. Just be
Even
like,
if the price is wrong, we just do it.
it's like, here, I have no idea what this weapon does. You will tell me. There is now a new hole in the roof.
Now test it.
Oh, I think our wife is nearby. Silly wife, you never learn your lesson.
Leading us on a merry chase, I see.
She does so enjoy playing hard to get.
Oh, naturally, though. At this point, she's so set in her ways, there's no way we'd ever change her.
No, yes, of course not. We're not that delusional to try.
Oh, of course not.
Hello, sweetheart. We'll take that, thank you. Oh, and some more supplies. How very kind of her. She brought us sandwiches. Say thank you.
The music always gets to me.
Such a lovely song.
really feels like it doesn't take you long to get places anymore. The ship speed is really phenomenal.
It's very good now. Let's see here. We shall buy some fuel. It's very tempting to sell this captivating treasure, though. I mean, we're finishing it this time. There's no point in holding on to it anyway.
Yeah.
Let's sell off all the stuff we don't really need. And come to think of it, I should have also sold off all my heirlooms in London. Go away, Carnate, I'm busy.
Get out of here, County War Trimaran. You don't want none of this shit.
It's so slow. It's trying so hard to catch me.
His turning radius is just
Crepe.
almost an island's wide.
Yep. What? What am I fighting? There's nothing to fight.
Sell some WMDs to hell.
Hell buys them. It's like, well, what do we do with
Also,
them?
good morning, Garf.
Good morning, Gavir. Knowing the devils, though, you'd buy them a WMD and then they'd like put it in a pipe and smoke it. Like, what are you doing?
Yep.
Like, why? And they're like, well, we don't need any more.
So lit, bro. What up,
Yep.
Whacker?
Whacker, good to see you.
Santa Fe shelter gun.
I did have something to do at the Undercrow. We can stop in there briefly.
God, I hate it when Jeff Goldblum watches me poop. No finer meme to find on the inside of a toilet stall door. Tag. Boat.
Boat.
What's this stream got? It got boat.
There's boat. I think we'll give the sprightly visionary his response. Accepted with grace, the almost dead man asks you to describe his commander's response in maddening detail. He only desists when an attempt to return the Canadian salute results in a spasm of pain. As the incomparable Aurelian offers him some water, you watch his rib rise and fall like the keys on a pianoforte. When the pain has subsided, the old man's grimace settles into a faraway smile. He still wears the ascot I gave him. When my master retired here, we both thought it would be his last destination. The Aurelian eyes take a sheen of a patient man approaching a long-delayed payoff. No one has been present at the most moths hatching before. Well, no one who is in a condition to remember it afterwards. He spares a hesitant glance over his shoulders at the almost dead man. Of course, being by my master's side during his final day is a necessary part of the process. Well, we can offer him that. Yeah, our ship. is the Dawn Treader.
The last one was called the Hussy House.
You can offer him a lamentable relic and see something of that. Very good. The almost dead man stares resentfully at the empty eye sockets. I chased immortality down to the beneath, then south to the mountain's foot. Didn't bloody catch it, though, did I? A scraping sound can be heard from within his ribcage. He shifts uncomfortably. Damnable waste. Oh, great, now I've got a thing for Nook. Very good, very good. We will do it in time, I'm sure.
I would imagine that the HMS Sins of the Ox would be a very debauched ship.
Well, they'd give Zinta number 5 a run for his money.
Maybe.
Well, they'd try at least. Well, hopefully we have enough money that we can finally get our dread surmise. And I just need to find a lawn fluke, kill it, take it to the Principles of Coral, and then we'll be done with that quest, which should give us a lot of Irem and an Aposian chess piece, which I can also then take to Vendabite, which I can trade for monies and goodnesses.
I don't think she's a dreadnought. I think she's a ship of the line.
A frigate, yes. You know, we could just call it a tumble home and be done with it. What's a tumble home? It's everything. The most unfortunate thing you've ever seen. Okay, so we need 5 of those. Seven, 8, 9.
Easy, Whacker. Don't let Captain Zin hear you calling me the captain. I'm just the boatswain. He catches any whiff of mutiny, he'll have me drawn, quartered, and spread out, with my entrails becoming the new armor loops.
Okay, so I've got the 10 Searing Enigmas I need. Actually, I only needed 9. But then I have to take those down somewhere else, I think. I believe... Yeah, it doesn't matter. I could buy more mirror catch boxes. Could use the money. That's right, I need to take it to Iron Republic and hope for a shop to be open that sells dread surmises for Searing Enigmas.
Oh, goody.
Yes, I know.
Do we even farm natural strawberries anymore? Like, are they like bananas and they're like freaks of nature compared to what they used to be?
They're not terribly different, but they used to be considerably smaller and much sweeter.
Ah,
We just made them bigger and easier to grow. As a result, they lost a lot of the good natural sugars because they got too big. Yeah. I don't like the spider islands, they're scary. Actually, can I buy anything? I can buy some fuel and some supplies. Yes, but like carrots, we ruined carrots completely. Turned them from something that was quite tasty into what I think is probably one of the most blandest foods around.
carrots are pretty bland. It's like biting into a stick with a little bit of water in it.
Yep.
They used to be purple?
Yep. They did indeed.
Well,
Used
at
to
least
be
we
purple.
changed it to a superior color.
Yes, well. Arguably, but still. It's like sweet potatoes. They're very nice. I think you call them yams. I can never remember.
We call them sweet potatoes.
Oh, okay.
English is funny. People call weird shit different stuff all the time.
Yeah. I think white carrots these days are just parsnips.
They come in white? What?
Yeah, carrots were wild.
Oh, actually. Yeah, I think you. Yeah. Because, like, in Stardew Valley, you can pull wild carrots and they're not orange. They're, like, gray.
Damn. No eater of names again.
Yams and sweet potatoes are technically different species, but the terms are often used interchangeably. God damn it. This is why we can't have nice things.
God damn it, English. I still need that eater of names.
Geometry, we can summon that bitch now.
Yeah, we have.
Anytime we want Mount Nomad to come for a hug, we can just press the button and he shows up.
Yep.
We have his bat signal.
Here, behemoth stash. Here, boy. Come on.
Mulcher.
I will seize his mustache.
Mustache, mustache, mustache.
I can go to the Gant pole, actually. I'm quite close to the Gant pole. Maybe the eater of names will show up again after I go down there.
We used to have wild raspberries out behind our house when we lived out in the county.
We have quite a few apple trees around my house.
Yeah, the big lumpy strawberries tend to be very tart, I think.
We get a strange disposition and flavor about them.
Well, that's what you get when you get the steroid strawberries.
Why did it suddenly get so dark?
Good question.
Not okay with that.
What is that?
I don't know.
Gosh, it's cool how this game just keeps throwing you loops.
Hmm. For many years I considered Wither my home, a city where answers are forbidden. It was quite relaxing, after more than one lifetime of being expected to have them. But I broke the rules to spare a child's tears, and for that I was cast out. I will return with the fabled question that can only be answered with truth. Naharis Vex cackles, resting a hand on your arm. Ah, you think I waste my final years on futile revenge? It is a purpose, a dream. At my age, it is important to have one. Zibalba writhes with living corpses, aspiring to be nothing but dust. My kings do not need another.
God damn Sabalba. The
Zibalba!
worst pod racer.
He sucks so bad.
I did like his pod racer design though. It did look badass.
Yeah, it looked much fancier than the one Anakin had. We'll cut some flesh for the chelinate. I don't want to go sailing through the inky black mist that's around here.
Yeah, that's a little fucking spoopy.
Ooh.
I'm surprised we haven't seen anything like that before.
I think it's to do with me sacrificing beasts to the pole.
Maybe.
It's becoming thicker with their blood.
Oh, jeez. Well, no, like, we have to do a little bit of the thinking, Whacker. It's what makes us dangerous.
Mm-hmm. The power of the orcs.
Good morning.
Good morning,
How's it feel to
Riven.
be strapped into a walking nuke reactor at 6 a.m.? Can't beat it.
We've got 15 fuel left. We might make a quick jaunt over to the Sea of Lilies for a resupply. Just fuel.
Doesn't feel like you're eating quite so much supplies either, now that you're moving at mock chicken.
I also have a 17 of 25 crew. I decided to leave them down a little bit.
Oh, those extra feeties in the coming through in the water, the armor loops are slowing us down. Too much drag.
Indeed. We may have to cut a few loose. You never know. Buy a goodly amount of fuel and a few supplies. You don't need too many supplies, though.
So many eyes.
Ah, yes. The not oracles.
Don't like them.
Still only a 17% chance of success, but I doubt we're going to be back this way, and we are finishing it up tonight, no matter what. We may as well give it a shot.
Oh boy.
Disaster. 51 failed, lost 3 crew. Gave us quite a bit of terror as well.
Don't worry, Mav. We're here for you. We won't help, but we're here.
That's the important thing, is that we were here.
Yeah, we're supporting you. From over here.
We believe in things.
There are many good things to believe in.
Maximum amount of terror and stress as possible on Nav. Indeed.
Absolutely. That's what supporting means, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, speaking of support, here comes with some of that water break.
Oh, thank you, Night Owl. I will take that water break.
Oh, posture check too. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, stretch too. Oh boy, we're gonna get the full Monty here.
thank you very much, Night Owl. And did I break? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And my posture is still terrible. In fact, it's worse today because I think my chair's a little bit too far back.
Good morning, Kenneth. Welcome.
Hello, Kenneth.
Welcome to one of the many streams that believe in recording our failures and laughing with us with drinks later.
Surprise, Crab.
Surprise, jerkass. I could drink now, but I don't know how Zinta is gonna feel about me just slugging straight rum.
I wouldn't mind.
Oh, you might not mind, but my taste buds might. Oh well. Oh well.
Oh
Get
dear.
the bottle then.
Oh, twisting your arm.
Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. To Kenneth, to the captain, to everyone's good health, and to not having to eat each other again today.
Indeed. Cheers.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs. Sea turtles, mate.
Hmm.
That was a nip of Kraken.
Ooh, Kraken.
So I'm quote unquote fine.
You'll feel it later.
Got a little bit of that mouth water. Oh no, I kill a lot of sea monsters.
I got a wound, but I got 2 sunlight-filled mirror catch boxes. Must be careful. Down to 13 crew now. To the south.
It's a wild twitching DLC. Welcome.
Hello, Twitching DLC.
That's a pretty good name. I'll give you that. It's a pretty good name.
Tis indeed. I'll drop off this adventuress so that she can do whatever she wants. There is on occasion a wild lawn fluke near these islands.
We can hope.
Whoop.
How much actual trade is going on? It seems like this world is just disaster and death. It's like I don't know. It feels like we're the only trading that's going on.
Yeah, it's odd. You see the occasional ship, but it's never very far from London. You have to wonder how the other places are surviving at all.
Like their ports have to be self-sufficient. There's no other way. What's wrong with your face?
Well, I've not got the time for this. I'll take the payment from her and I'll be on my way. I have lawn flukes to murder.
Yay, murder.
Oh, is that a lawn fluke? Yes!
Well, hell.
No whammies.
Oh yeah, big money, no whammies. So it really seemed like when it did that thing, like his burst when you shot it, it hurt you.
It does a little bit, but it's only
Is
2
that-
damage.
Okay.
Damn it. Now I have to turn around and fight you in a different quarter. Got a little bit stuck there, but nothing too terrible.
Still got all kinds of hull. He's not really doing a lot of damage to you, thankfully.
No, not really. He only does about 20 damage each, and I've got a lot of hull these days.
Problem is we're just in a fog bank and we can't really control ourselves
Yeah.
as much as we'd like to.
There we go. Got it. Now we have the Colossal Fluke Core. Very good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I can make it to Port Cecil. I've got 13. I've got more than enough hold for it as well. Got plenty of... Oh, but I do want to stop off at the Isle of Cats, so we'll go that way first.
Yeah, you can get a lot more fine maneuvering, and you can do some sweet drifts in sunless skies.
It's all about that dodge, that thrust dodge.
Yeah, bud. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a missile.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a shotgun blast.
I wish. That'd be really nice.
I don't think we're near Canopus there, Gavir.
If only.
I might have to turn off our light for a moment just to conserve a little bit of fuel. I haven't really explored the Untershroom.
Probably a good reason for that.
Yes.
If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a mad cat. I'd also accept the island of monster girls. Oh my. I think Sid's crew would get the wrong idea if they ever went to Canopus. Yeah, they get silly ideas like freedom.
The idea that they should be paid.
Can't have that.
Not at all.
Can't have that.
No shops here. Away we go.
Nope, unfortunately there is not a goth IHOP aisle.
Or a tomboy out back.
Ugh.
What is this? It has a light on the front. An eastern angler crab. It is blue.
Oh, it's an angler dangler. That's true. It's not out there yet. So if you would like to start a franchise,
Ooh.
you could really corner the market.
Wait, that says Carnate War Trimaran.
What?
Okay.
I think the Z is getting a little fucky wucky as you get a little close to the end.
Yep.
I think it senses its own end. There's your war trimaran right there.
He seems to be minding his own business for the moment. Now he has to die.
Yep. There's nothing for it now.
That stings a little bit, and I would rather you didn't, sir.
Oh, you missed, you absolute pillock.
Regretting it now, aren't we, sir? Ooh, one scintillac.
I am not infantile, you cock-off-faced doo-doo head.
How dare. Well, unfortunately, the Isle of Cats is our only real choice for refueling at the moment.
Boy, do we ever drink that fuel underwater. Oh! Bonk!
Neither can you not.
It didn't damage you. That's
Yeah, I wasn't doing his charge animation. It's funny how that works.
Look, I've played a lot of video games. Usually when you touch Fuzzy, you get dizzy.
I get that reference.
Yeah.
I'll take the extraordinary implication.
Polyguns are neat.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I get a little bit disappointed that they have all these structures and there's nothing to do with them.
Yeah, like that should at least have like a name of some like cool old school ziggurat or something, right?
Yeah, and you can like go pick over it and just get terror because it's spoopy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think that they kind of left this game half finished.
Well, there's a lot of missed opportunities.
Hmm.
Well, what shall we name that cursed ziggurat?
My dick. That
That is
was
the pyramid of Madick disappointment.
the Luderat. I like that one, but
Ukurat
Baron.
looter, huh? I mean, we could call the ruins of the Pigmoat Isle that.
Yeah. The oops.
These nuts, a Finnish island.
Ooh, I've only got 4 fuel left. Will I make it to the Isle of Cats? Lights off. I got 20 supplies, so I should be able to burn them if I need. Yeah, that's right. You turn away.
Yeah, the Finnish hymns are to die for. I'm not sorry.
Tis a good pun. Listen, pirate frigate, get out of here. I'm gonna summon the Mount Nomad at you.
Just drop Mountain Nomad on somebody's ass.
See, there's the WMD we've been waiting for.
Exactly. Just drop fucking Mountain Nomad in London and be done with it.
It's like,
Better
y'all
yet, the
piss me off.
Connie.
Yeah. Yes. Hey guys, I bought you a present. Is that a mountain sherd? It is. You gonna use that? Yep. Fuck.
That would be really unfortunate if you did that. Is there anything we can do to convince you to do otherwise? Sure. Let me have carte blanche in the Connie. Can't do. Okay, have fun with your mountain.
Enjoy eating that. And I wish you the best of luck.
Fuck her up or I'll call him out boyfriend.
Well, let's sell off this sunlight. Ah, good. 400 echoes. And 900 echoes for that. That's pretty good. Do I want to buy a shipment of red honey while I'm at it? Does earn me an easy 499 echoes.
Whoa, you dropped right down to 2K.
Oh yeah, I spent a lot of money getting all those
Oh yeah,
searing enigmas,
yeah,
so I
all
can
the
get
buys
that.
in Irem.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe Irem doesn't sell fucking romantic the naughty literature.
Yeah, it's a bit of a jerk move. I mean, I think Baby Wither has it. I can't remember though. Oh, I'll deliver the letter. We've got some time. Just has to go to. Where's it go? Nook. Grab it. Another strange catch. Yeah, it's got to go to here, so we can easily get to that.
Thank you for not letting us forget about the letter.
I wonder if acting as a postman makes me less happy with Nuncio. Actually doing their job for them.
Well, you do technically work for them.
True. I was hoping to encounter the Eater of Names, but he did not show up.
Unfortunately, the sea smelled like a little bitch in there. And the worms are just fearing. They got the big spoop.
I can only buy fuel for
elemental.
elemental relics.
What?
That's a weird one. It's a terrible
Yeah, it's
thing.
a terrible trade.
I want nothing to do with such a trade.
You still took one, though, you absolute mad lad.
Yeah, I mean, it would be rude to leave without buying something.
Aye, Captain.
You have to stay on the good side of hell. You don't want to go to hell and then they'd be like, oh, we remember you. You're an asshole.
Oh, you belong here.
I'm just going to do a little bit of a cheat where I'm going to sail this way until I get the little lantern back, and then I'm going to dock again.
You cheeky fucker.
We got lost. It wasn't my fault. You can't prove anything. Although we could do a little bit of underwater exploring since we're here anyway. Either get out of here. I hear the skittering. Oh, what the hell is that thing? A boundling. They got me 5 scintillate.
You lose crew on that?
Yes, I did.
Ooh, we're pokey boys now. That's not good.
We're gonna be slow. Gained 10 hull from the boundling, and 3 hunting trophies.
Well, it's good to see some upgrades from the bound shark.
Let's surface before the constant companion finds us again.
Something has been following us. It is patient.
You are not welcome here. Am I welcome anywhere, though? I mean, really.
That's fair. Wow, twitching DLC. Well said.
So rude. Gonna have to limp back here. Let's buy the fuel before something weird happens. Let's see. The Calvary Doctrine. What does that unlock? Sacks of... No, that's not really useful. The House of Milks. I'm afraid we're going to have to return to London a little bit ahead of time. And it is getting late. I think we'll have to finish it up. Regretfully, I don't think we're going to be able to establish our colony on Aestival.
No.
Yes.
Alas.
Alas, indeed. It's Calvary, yes. Sorry, Night Owl. But no, a sailor has run mad. Shoot her dead.
Blah blah.
They don't fuck around.
As much fun as it would have been to get out the shillelagh and do it the old-fashioned way. We don't have time for that.
Load the blunderbuss. Boom. Give them both barrels.
No, we don't mess around with possessed souls. We put them down. Trust us, we've dealt with a whole lot of crazy in our time.
We are mad men. We're not mad men.
Of course, subtle difference.
Subtle. Oh my god, we're so slow.
The Gwiz. We're mad men, not man men. We're men, manly men. We're men in tights.
I'm just gonna burn all my fuel to get to London quickly. We roam around the forest looking for fights. Such a good film.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Pretty much everything Mel Brooks touched was gold, though.
Oh yes, he's making History of the World Part 2.
PogChamp.
Love it.
I also really like the cameos he had in his films. He's a pretty good actor for what he did.
Oh yes.
Nah, we got people singing it. Sucker. Well, we'll certainly see.
Maybe it's because he caught it twice that he actually started to produce it. You never know. Maybe he had a stroke of inspiration.
Master, you lost your arms in battle. What a gruesome nice boobs, though.
H&R Blockhead?
No, I didn't say Abe Lincoln. I said, hey, Blinken.
Hold the reins, man. Ah, yes. Patrick Stewart. Shows up because he can.
We ain't found shit. Ain't nothing out there but horse shit and shenanigans.
We have such sights to show you. Almost to London.
Like Mount Nomad. Press this Mount Nomad button.
Deploys tactical monster.
Oh man, I would have loved to see the producers, dude.
Ah, that would have been good.
The only stuff I've seen on stage was Mamma Mia.
Ah, that's a good one to see on stage. I saw
I saw it on Broadway, dude. It was fantastic.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Oh man, their stage changes were so dope.
Your Majesty, someone has summoned Mount Nomad to the Wolfstack docks. Terrible turn of fate, that is. Puts on knuckle dusters.
William Regal would be proud. Lord Stephen, where you go? There you go. Enjoy your goob.
Well, this will be our final voyage. So we're going to bet it all on black.
Oh yeah, big money, no whammies.
We have our colossal flute core that I would like to trade. We'll get that piece of story on the way. We won't be able to cash in on it, but that's okay. Alarming scholar, I have such things to give to you now. Do I have a dread surmise? I don't know what that'll do. Does that give me a dread surmise in exchange for 7 searing enigmas, or what? Oh, here, have an implication. Oh, Night Owl, thank you again for gifting a tier 1 sub to Tigwiz. Don't worry, Tigwiz, I always feel old.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. The final sunless sea prediction is up. Your final chance to make goob in the sea.
You know what? This is our last run. Dread surmise. And I got a dread surmise for that. Lovely, that is what I needed.
Yes.
He took his 7 searing enigmas. I got the dread surmise I wanted. Here, I have the answer. Take it. I have all the answers I will ever need. I'll follow them to Frostfount. You can't come. Don't come. Can't come. Don't come. Can't come. Don't come. Proctors burst in to drag the scholar from her office.
Oh no.
One shakes a sorrowful head at you. Academics, he sighs. They never last.
They never last.
You're left clutching a bundle of scrolled notes. You peep cautiously at your first page. Symbols boil before your eyes. The study seems suddenly terribly bright. No, no!
The sun. The sun.
We have seen the sun and bathed in it. Now, let's see. We have 33.
I get extremely uneasy when you say things in that voice.
Damn, I'm so close to getting Astaval established. I need supplies and crew, though.
Is that it?
That's all it would take.
Fucking, let's do it.
All right, we'll do it. Let's... Why not? Why not? Let it be done. Let it never be said that I was a coward.
And it's the way you've wanted to go out for a long time. We've been talking about it for a while.
Yep. Let's fill up completely on supplies. A little bit more there. 33 supplies. I think that should be enough. And crew. We'll need to hire a full whack of crew. We need to get rid of some of this terror first, though. Speak to the child. Lodgings. Read the morning paper. I know, no need for that anymore. Or any of these, actually. I don't need strange cactus. Or an empty mirror catch box. Or a live specimen, really, either. Actually, I can sell the live specimen somewhere else.
Let's be honest. Queen Victoria most likely sounds like Randy Savage in battle and the bedroom. Ooh, yeah. She's wild. Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed. Well, we'll waste the couple of echoes for a restful night and a lot of terror reduction. There we go.
Just Brian Wilson the shit out of that bed there.
Mm-hmm.
Victoria is ready. Are you ready?
Crew, need more crew. All the crew, give me all of the crew. One more.
Yeah, but the problem was Randy Savage was more of an Elizabeth kind of guy, but so was Flexi Lexi.
This is a nice 150 echoes. Do I have anything of interest in my hold? Okay. And away we go.
We didn't have to. Oh, water break. We didn't have to talk to anybody about getting the thing that stops the sun. Yeah.
That's in the Grand Geode.
Okay.
And a stretch and a posture check. Oh, and an eye break.
And an eye break.
Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God, Captain. The rocks. The rocks.
Captain, we keep telling you to stop driving drunk.
Last time you sank the bloody cannon.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Well, I am without terror at the moment, so I'm going to head straight for the Grand Geode with no lights.
We could do both of those things. Drive more drunk. Challenge God to strike you down. Now, was that before or after we summon him?
Oh, at some point, I'm sure.
We're gonna have to come back and do stuff like that, though, aren't we?
Yes, I believe so. I mean, we could fight. Here's a funny thought. What if we summoned Mount Nomad and the Tree of Ages and made them fight each other?
Now that is indeed a spicy proposition.
Oh, it's a Narnia reference? I did not even know that. That's how little I know of the Narnia tales.
There is 79.3k that says we make it. And it is leveraged against a hot 250.
Indeed.
So I might have to throw what little I have in to give the people what they want. And
I
by
could.
a little, I mean a little. Like, we might be able to get 1k into not believing.
I can offer 20k if they would like.
If you want to throw 20k in, I'll close it.
Okay, I can do this. Salt ends our struggle. 20,000 goob.
I
Vote.
unfortunately made this poll, or the prediction, with the assumption that we were going to go try and kill the gods, and Baseville was off the table.
Yes. But it was worth killing that stupid scholar so that I could get a dread surmise, which is what I needed in the end.
Did that actually end up killing her?
Well, they went insane, so I'm sure someone put them to the knife in the end.
That's... It's interesting to see that something actually happens with them.
Yeah.
We actually, like, they just don't, like, take your money forever.
Exactly. Here
That's
we
one
go.
of the cooler things that I think that is about this game. That, like, they take your toys away. Like, you do too many salt runs, so well, there's no more salt to run, sorry.
Yep, it's gone.
You went to the well too many times.
You don't get a free ride on this one. What am I? The figurehead of the Eater of Names and vital intelligence. Balls. Oh, and I needed 50 supplies. I made a grave miss. You know what? It's off the table. We're ending this.
Oh boy. Well, they got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to finish off the prediction.
I forgot about the figurehead.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's such a rare spawn too, and I can't summon it.
We've killed it like twice, haven't we?
Yeah, we bullied it good. Gave it what for?
Perhaps a little too much of that old British steel.
Hmm.
They don't like it up them, you know. They don't like it up them.
It does put a damper on their day.
One of these days I'll actually finish watching Dad's Army. It's a great old show.
I love Dad's Army. So classic. So funny.
With such classic catchphrases as "stupid boy."
Exactly. Same one again. Well, that's depressing. We'll just buy a butt ton of fuel then. I'll have to throw something overboard. So we are going back to London, but that's not going to be the end of it. Oh, good, you don't need to go to work. Sad about the back hurting. Hopefully it gets better.
Hopefully you can achieve maximum comf.
Indeed.
Mahazakai. Backers, welcome to your 30s. We got old, you'll get old too.
Then they changed what hip was. It'll happen to you, like it happened to me.
Might do. Don't break your back for any job though, man. It's not worth it.
Yep, can attest.
I've known a couple fellows that blew their backs out by 24, so
I knew one poor unfortunate who blew it out by 18. Manual labor does
Jesus.
that.
Especially when you don't take care of yourself when you're doing it. Make sure you green zone lift.
Oh, and it's always the fault of the
Moving
bosses.
freight. Don't die.
Exactly. He just had a boss that was like, I don't care how much pain you're in. You're gonna keep lifting these boxes, and you're gonna like it.
That's twisted.
Well, at least his insurance company sued his boss into the ground, so
Okay, good.
yeah.
I'm like, I hope he sued the piss out of that asshole.
The company no longer exists, so yes. Crab, do you really want to dance this dance? It will not end well for you.
He's like, yeah, you're right.
I apologize. Oh, wait.
But maybe not. No, whatever.
I'm tired now. Oh, excuse me.
So I'm probably gonna regret asking you which water Pokemon you changed into.
What?
Mahazuke said, hey, I'm sick, I don't need to go work, my back hurts. I also turned into a water Pokemon for a few minutes.
Oh, interesting. Not a Blastoise,
Not a
that's for
Blastoise,
sure.
eh? That's a shame. Are you one of them Thar Squirtles? With them heckin' cool sunglasses?
Alright, let's sell off a good portion of our fuel and a good portion of our supplies. And a little bit more fuel. There we are. $63 of 70. Now we can buy a little bit more fuel and a little bit more supplies. There we go. Now we make for the avid horizon.
Oh man.
It doesn't have enough variety, I think, Riven. It would have been nice if there maybe was 4 more songs, I think would have been the perfect mix there.
I think we're going to get in as much trouble as we can possibly get in this game at the moment. It's time for the end.
The end. The beginning of the end and the end of the beginning. I was just going to say hi to them. We'll bring them some news. We'll luncheon with Cynthia. Oh.
Ah, yes. The
thing in the kitchen. She's dangerous, and somehow you suspect you may not have much time. Catch her in a net. It's like you're trying to get a jaguar out of a tree. 3 of your crew are badly bitten, but at least you restrain her and she lies on the table, glaring and growling. You try to question her. Those poor Zaylas, she spits. You realize that in all the time she spent at Hunter's Keep, she had never spoken. Those poor Zaylas. I didn't come here for this. Damn them to the well. With a serpentine wriggle, she's free of the net. She returns to the ceiling in one inhuman leap.
She's not invisible, she's just Argonian. Difference.
You cock your head and listen. Someone is singing a woman's voice. Soft o'er the mountain, lingering falls a southern moon. I don't know what tune it goes to, so I'm guessing. The sound takes you up the winding stairs to the turret at the back of the house. You try the door at the top, locked. The sound ceases. It was Phoebe's voice. You call out to her. What's happened? We wanted their stories, she explains reasonably. We only wanted their stories in the beginning. We get so starved for stories out here. But then Lucy, she breaks down, sobbing. Want us to break down the door? Your bosun whispers while you're considering the answer. One of your crew swears and points. Smoke is leaking from beneath the door. I deserve an ending, Phoebe calls out when you press your hand to the door. You can feel the heat on your palms.
Uh-oh.
We can try to save her. Her mind may be lost to grief. Yeah. Had a 50-50 shot, really. You and your crew try again and again to reach her to no avail. The turret collapses. Azalea goes with it, screaming desperately. The spine of the house breaks with a roar. The roof falls in. Sparks fly up towards the false stars so far above. The depth of the house takes hours, but it is total. Only a cindered shell remains. Of Phoebe, you find nothing.
Praise be to the Zog.
Praise Zog. Well, the end of Hunter's Keep. They captured people and took their stories. But before we head for the Avid Horizon, we do have a letter to deliver.
I was gonna say, right on.
It's a little bit out of
How
our way.
long have we sat on this letter? This poor bastard.
Look, he's a dying man with limited time. Not my fault.
He can wait. Alright, I'll be right back real quick. I'm gonna grab a drink.
No. No, Mr. Shark, I have no need to deal with you right now. I mean, it is what it says on the tin. Go to the crag like a monkey. That's a terrible fate for them, Gavir. Almost there.
If you don't like the monkey, you don't get to try the flavor.
Yeah. It might taste like raisins. It's probably poop.
Look at my monkey's amazing. Give him a lick. He tastes like raisins.
It works too well.
Ugh, right. Shouldn't tell you how the lemonade is made.
That's some early internet knowledge there.
Get that Weeble India. I may have been on the internet a time or two.
I've been around the internet, yes.
No, that goes without saying. Well, I mean, Garv, we grew up in like the absolute cradle of the internet, I feel.
Are you kidding me? I need a cask of mushroom wine.
Oof.
Hey, they have a store here. Don't need those. Got a shipyard? No. I never actually checked the shops. That's frustrating. But I guess we'll just have to leave the letter undelivered. Such is the way of Nuncio.
Oh, he needs wine with the... Come on. What a butt ass.
Complete and utter waste of time. I probably should have bought some fuel, but I'm so mad that I'm just going to leave and head for Khan's Shadow.
Fuck them, they're not getting my money now.
Yep. They can eat ass. They're like, yeah, don't summon Mount Nomad and the Tree of Ages at the same time and see what happens.
We keep teasing it.
Garrick's scalpel.
Looks like Garrick's dick and balls.
Almost to Khan's Shadow. We'll pick up some fuel and supplies and then make our final trip.
Excellent, Garv. Bleed them dry. And then heal them for money dollars.
Ah, yes. Medicine in space.
Good for just about anywhere but Space Canada.
Yeah. And away we go. Now past Frostfound to the average horizon. Go away, Kane Trimarum. You do not want any of this. I didn't even bother with hull repairs.
Do we even need it?
A little. We're about half full.
Well, no, I mean...
Well, we
for
don't
what
need
we're
it.
trying to do here.
No, of course.
Okay.
No.
How does anybody go hang out at Tortoise? There's no dock or nothing.
Yeah. Swim, I guess.
Is there underwater passages?
I'll check just for you.
Oh, gee, thanks, Captain.
Well, there's a current, but it doesn't look like there's anything underwater here. Yep, whole lot of nothing.
Nope, alas.
A shame.
Unless they tunnel through the bedrock for it, but I doubt it.
Maybe. You know those Carnagians, they're all weird.
That's probably why they keep everything so wrapped up tight.
Hmm.
They don't want people to know about their secret tunnels.
They've taken the North Korean defense, I see. Dig until the digging's done.
And then you get to eat.
Yes. But, glorious leader, we've been digging for 7 years. Yes. I have not had a bite to eat that I haven't stolen. Digging's
Yes.
not done.
Finish the digging, then you get dinner. One dinner.
There it is, the avid horizon.
Are we taking that crazy librarian here?
No, we're taking the crazy merchant here.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's what I meant.
I haven't been here in some time, not since Mr. Sachs.
Yeah.
And now we do this. We open the high gate. A curious miscellany.
Open the gate a little.
Gathered from all across the wide Black Sea, your companion knows how to use these materials. Most of the supplies remain packed. The venturer extracts gem, wire, bone at the base of each statue. He constructs a kind of cage. At the heart of each cage is a candle. We won't light them, he tells you. Confidentially, we'd be seen. The gate only opens when the watchers are blind.
What up, Master Mayhem? You're just in time. We're just about to wrap up. This might be the end of Sunless Z's.
Indeed, the venturer's passage. Your Zalas assist the merchant venturer as he assembles the contents of the crates. A platform takes shape before the gate, a structure like a vast dragonfly or carnival float. He piles it with cargo. The gate, he tells you, is a law, not a door. In a moment of inattention from its guardians, the law may be broken. Will you come with me? I don't know. Wait, why is it locked? Are you kidding me? I went with all of that, and I don't have enough hearts by 45.
We have secrets to earn hearts?
I think I do. How many secrets do I have? I have 10 secrets. Alright, I can do it.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Now we have 50 hearts.
Come on, baby, big money, no whammies.
Journal. I think that I was being prevented by the Horizon Codex. I don't remember ever picking that up. What the hell is it? Eh. Yeah, this is still preventing me. No more than 0. You have 1. That's the Neath bow. What do I do with it?
Use it to increase your pages.
Well, how do I use it?
Good question.
Oh, for crying out, Jesus.
Relocos TW says the Horizon Codex is a persistent legacy advantage in Sunless Sea. It confers a plus 25 starting bonus to pages and needs only to be managed by doing the Pass Beyond with him action while fulfilling the venture in Avid Horizon or by raising the Supremacy Dawn Machine to Triumphant. So you are kind of locked out. It's a legacy item.
Ah.
It's because you let the sun win, Captain.
I'm quite mad now. I didn't realize that the Horizon Codex would prevent me from doing it. I had that whole thing planned out where we were going to go to the Avid Horizon, we were going to pass through the gate with him, and then we were going to start the train game because I was traveling through the Avid Horizon gates, which would set us up because we would have transversed through and we would be at the end. Oh, that's sad.
Well, shit.
Trade exists beyond the gate in the high wilderness. The bazaar itself has told me this. I will earn the currencies of heaven. I will return strong with strange riches. The gate does not open in the way of other gates. Nothing moves, but its surface blazes bright as the skin of a star. The light is like the savage radiance from the dawn machine ruptures. The dawn machine's ruptures. The venturer and his machine shine like glass, their bones illuminated within. A sight too beautiful that sailors cry out and fall to their knees. The light grows brighter still, and now all the colors and all the ice around you are visible, brighter, and you can still see nothing at all. The light fades, the high gate is closed, the venturer and his cargo are gone into the void. As your eyes recover, far, far away, in the uttermost south, you glimpse a pulse of ruddy, envious light. Damn. Yeah. It's not the satisfying ending that I was hoping for, but
Right? Shit.
I didn't realize that that codex would cause me so many problems with this. Like, I've done this one before when it wasn't, when I hadn't made the Dawn Machine win, so I didn't realize it'd be a problem.
Well, there's only one thing for it, Centaur. We need to give the people what they want.
Indeed.
We need to give them the battle.
We shall battle. In that case, I'm going to head back to London and get full repairs. Oh, look.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Mount Nomad. There you go, you piece of shit.
Oh, geometry, I'm so glad you're here for this.
What you got, huh? What you got?
You ain't got shit. You ain't got shit. Oh, Whacker, I hope you're ready to make money, my dude. Yeah, the mountain is a little upsetty. Come on, Xin, you can do it. You can do it, man.
It's gonna hurt.
It's close, but you can do this. I believe.
I got him! With 3 hull left.
Fucking disgusting victory is ours.
I didn't even cheat or anything.
No, we earned that. You earned that, Captain.
A desperate excursion. Just a few minutes. A great rush of foaming water. The mountain collapses inwards, and not everyone gets clear, but your hands are filled with bright treasures. We now have Mount
Right.
Nomad's heart.
We made rough love to that mountain.
That was at half health. I probably could have taken him at full. Easily.
Yeah. You didn't get stun locked or turned around or nothing. Like, you kept him at full blood. We got 3 fucking
And 89 Terra.
Yeah, we're a little spooked, understandably.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't do the repair because I'm below 50% health. No. I refuse to acknowledge her existence.
No, we don't need a ship side piece. We've got side piece all over the ocean.
Zinthar number 6, after witnessing what lies above, goes mad, kills Mount Nomad, returns to London, and hopes for the best in the future.
Or perhaps you're being a little bit hasty, Captain.
Ooh, perhaps.
We make it back.
With 3 hull? I'm pretty sure I am.
3 hull's pretty tough.
Especially because I'm at the very top of the map.
Yeah, if we were in the bottom of the map, I'd be scared. But then again, we do have the true scariest beast to get home.
The bats.
Sea bats. One tickle of Z-Bat and it's over for us again, sir. Yeah, the auxiliary. Do you know of the auxiliary?
Nothing good happens south for Logos.
Yeah, we've... Zinthar number 3 knows not to... Oh!
It's the wife!
Oh! Oh, you got lucky!
She managed... Oh no.
Yeah. No finer way to die. In the arms of our love. After we fucked and got fucked by the mountain.
Just wow, absolutely.
Oh, water way to go, Buggy B. That's awesome.
That it is. Well, that is the most fitting ending I think we can have for any of the Zinthar legacies.
She finally gets her revenge on the lineage that has used her for so many years.
You're like, I win.
That's bullshit. Why isn't she fishing us out of the water?
Yeah, after all the times.
That's bullshit. After all the times we did it for her. Oh, gee, Ribbon, come on. See you later.
Top tier shitpost happening here.
That's true.
Oh.
Maybe she saw us cheating on her with Mount Nomad.
Oh, man, possibly. She was like, am I not stone enough for you?
Shoot. Am I not hard enough for you? Oh my lord.
Yeah, we had a pretty
rocky relationship anyway.
Oh no. Alright, I have to go. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on our Sunless Sea adventures. Next time that you see me, I will be playing the Forbidden Lands with the wonderful Sterling and the other crew, and then we'll be doing it live from the BPL meetup.
Hell yeah.
Again,
Look
thank
forward
you
to
to Stukka for coming and joining me for this one.
It's been my pleasure.
Oh dear. Well, till next time, everyone. Enjoy. Beware of jealous ex-girlfriends. They tend to get a bit shooty.
Especially after you go tackle in the big mountains.
Yeah, that's it. Alright. Good night, everyone. Or good morning.
Oh, hang on. I got it.
Oh,
I
you
gotta
gotta
give
do
him
the
that
thing.
pole.
Get the pole. There we go.
Alright, don't worry. Don't worry, I remembered. So that you all could lose your money.
Alright. Good night, everybody. Have fun.
Take care.